So, all right, let's get into the Tornado Cash thing. So what happened here is a verdict came down, right? So for background, Tornado Cash, there's this guy, Roman Storm. He was a developer of Tornado Cash. He had the book thrown at him. He's been like fighting this case for years now. Basically, the government's saying that he was facilitating like money laundering and evading US sanctions, because Tornado Cash was used by North Korea at some point. And then the third one was that he's like an unlicensed money transmitter, right? So the verdict came down. Basically, it was a mistrial. So the jury didn't decide either way. Partial mistrial on two of the three charges. The jury didn't decide. There is a hung jury. And so that means that the government, if they want to, they can bring this case again, and we can discuss whether we think they will actually do that. And then the third charge, which was the unlicensed money transmitter one, he was found guilty of that. There will be an appeal. Sentencing hasn't so that's an interesting one as well. So I don't know which of these you guys want to discuss first.
Can we step back to just before this, because this story ties with the Samurai Wallet case, which concluded last week, and it was kind of heartbreaking. So kind of the Samurai Wallet is very similar to Tornado Cash in terms of obfuscating, the origins of funds, which helps, as Corbin was talking about earlier, it helps make it so when you transact, people can't see your entire net worth, basically. I think that's one of the biggest use cases for it. Anyway, the two creators of Samurai Wallet, the co-founders, they pleaded guilty to conspiracy to operate an unlicensed money transmitting business. And in exchange for pleading guilty to this, the government dropped the more serious charges of money laundering. So it's heartbreaking to see these guys who I think are completely not guilty of this. This is insane, but they'd rather take the safer route and plead to a lesser charge to avoid the kind of dice roll on these more severe charges.
This is where I get confused, because it really does feel like the head is not talking to the tail, or that's at least what it seems, at first glance, that you've got on one hand people saying choke point 2.0 is over, crypto is great, we want Bitcoin, Genius Act, stable coins, use your retirement and get some Bitcoin, it's going to be great, we're all going to be Bitcoin bajillionaires together to the moon. And then on the other hand, they're like, let's send these guys to jail, let's throw the book at them. And nobody's like stepping in to say,
for making software.